So, tell me how it was like being on Chrissy and Mr. Jones.
It was awesome. It's a great family show. I got to support my friend in, having her own show. So, it was good. And I also got to showcase, the designer aspect of making the jackets. Basically what I do, and that was like my first
Uh huh.
introduction where the world actually got to see what I do hands on, and trying to bring her on board.
Right. Okay. Cool. So could you tell us what we can expect from Love and Hip Hop New York?
Love and Hip Hop New York. Woohoo! Pretty much me contributing as beauty and fashion, just like wherever they needed somebody to revamp somebody's look.
Uh huh.
I just kind of came in and really just supported them, and I like to make people beautiful,
Okay.
so that you'll get to see that, and kind of the jackets that I make and stuff like that. So that's basically what you guys have gotten or will be getting from Love and Hip Hop.
Awesome. So you have a song with Rick Ross. Could you tell us how that came together?
Well, Rick Ross, he is a very close friend of mine. We have been working together for a few years now. And like Ross is a kind of supporter where he kind of anybody who's around him, he kind of gets into your world
Uh huh.
and supports you in your dreams. So when I'm in contribution as a stylist, like I'm not here to talk about my music. I'm here to support him and making him look good. And he's the forefront. But he kind of asked the questions like, where'd you come from? What's your background? What's your history? And as I started to tell him, like, well, I started off as a singer songwriter, and he's like you can sing, like really? And I was just like, yeah. So he's like, all right, well, show me. And I showed him like a video that I created with Wale
Uh huh.
and a couple other like big features that I had, and he was like, wow, like you really do this for real. And he loved the music, and he's like, well, you know um I played him a record that I thought would be like super dope, and that was his vibe. And he supported me and got on it right away. And it was just
Wow.
like a great fit because they call me the musical stylist. So I never let go of the aspect of the musician side of me. So everything I do is like music and fashion related. So for him to come on board, and when you listen to the record, like instantly he's like, New York City has been a long time coming. He calls me Miss Couture on the record. So we really get to bring the fashion and the music
Uh huh.
together, and it's just a great fit. And I look forward to creating the video in a few months.
That's cool. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. Um. So could you tell us more about your fashion line, Kism Couture?
Kism Couture, look at that hat. What do you
Yeah.
know? Look at that.
It's dope.
When you look at it, you see the word music instantly. You see it?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So everything that I do is fashion and music related. So
Uh
it's
huh.
music backwards, and obviously couture is one of a kind. Tailor made pieces that I originally started creating when I started to create jackets for Trey Songs.
Mhm.
Then went into me being able to have the opportunity to work with Diddy, and just a bunch of other people. Just became word of mouth with all the couture pieces that I started to make tailor
Wow.
made to each person. And then what happened was the masses started to wonder, where can I get this, where can I get that? And I created a line that was the aesthetic of the superstar, but still like in a good price range where it was still has like an exclusivity to it, but
Uh huh.
affordable for the masses.
Okay. Cool. So, like you said before, you're also a singer. Can you tell us about swag rock and what it means to you?
Ooh, swag rock. I originally started off in a rock band. Believe it or not, I was the lead singer, bass, drum, guitar, and I mostly had all rock songs.
Uh huh.
My swagger was always New York swag, Harlem.
Yeah.
Um, it's like, to me, it's like the fashion capital. It's like where all the swag comes out of New York City, like the street fashion. And I just combined the two, and that's just basically how we came up with the term. It was a while ago. Now it's just like, music is fused with so many different genres of music. It's a combination of the swag New York, a little bit of R&B with a pop flair, and then still live instrumentations of the
Mhm.
rock aspect of who I am as an artist.
Mhm. Okay. Um. So, do you feel like you have any real friends in the industry? And if so,
Ooh, what a fucking good question. You went there.
yeah,
Woo-hoo.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm a very, very, very loyal individual. So the people that I've um that been supporters and been my friends and my family since before. It's from the time I was a kid till just supporting me through the music industry are still a part of my life, still a part of my career. The people that I've met along the way, um, some have gone, some are still here. Most of them are still here. Everybody who I've worked with was still, in communication with. We have good relationships. I just feel like when you friendships and family ships are like time is needed. You know what I
Right.
mean? When people get to know you, you kind of get to know the ins and outs of your best friends. You know what the do's and the don'ts like to make a relationship work,
Yeah.
like a real relationship. So the workship becomes friendships once. How do I say? Um, I don't know. They just kind of happen organically. So
Yeah.
the friends that I do have that are in the industry are really, really close friends of mine. It becomes like a family. It really becomes like a family. Those are the
Okay.
people that you become and are with on a day-to-day basis for the most part. So I can say I do have some really good friends in the music
Uh huh.
industry. Um, but it's a tough business because it's a lot of agendas that go on, and you just kind of gotta weed them out.
Yeah, for sure. So, could you tell us a little bit more about your relationship with Rick Ross?
Um, it's a very healthy working relationship, as well as a friendship. Like we support each other. Like as far as for him to be such a success in the hip hop world, and he's created a lot of opportunities for other individuals such as Meek Mills, Wale, whoever kind of comes encounters with him, he
Right.
definitely offers something. Like he like to say, born a boss. The boss. He kind of brings out the boss in
Yeah.
everybody. So he's always like mentoring me when it comes to the business aspect of it, and he
Right.
just really relies on me and trusts me when it comes to the creative. So I mean, it's like a perfect gel, and anything I
Yeah.
believe in, he's like, let's put it on the table and let's get it done. He's more of a like get it done type of person, and that's why we get along so well, because he knows the type of shit that he puts me through as far as like last minute and
Yeah.
what he needs. His expectations are very, very big,
Yeah.
and there's never been a time that I'm coming with an excuse. For him, I deliver it in excellence. I over deliver, make sure he's happy, because if my clients aren't happy, then my job isn't done. So
Right.
I think that's because he's so committed and his hard work really shows. I owe it to him and whoever I'm working with to be the same way and show up in excellence. So that's what we share in common, like where we just deliver and also support others in supporting them in whatever they want to do as well.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
So his persona, like, you see this right here, you see all this fur right
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
you see this swag right here, you see
Yeah.
that,
It's awesome.
you see that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the persona, that's the Talia Coast persona. Rub it a little bit on all the bosses, all the people out there.
Awesome. What do you have planned for this year?
Oh, I'm super excited. Obviously working on the new project, which is my solo project as an artist. And with the support of, like my clients have, like they really understand me as an artist, and that's why the artist part of me understands them. Where maybe stylists kind of go back and forth with their artists. Oh, I
Right.
want you to wear this. It's like it becomes their vision. With me, it's like because I'm a creative person, I know what they need, and if they are not comfortable in what they have on, then it's like I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm
Uh
gonna
huh.
support you in being comfortable in what that is. So I say that to say, like, when it comes to the music, each one of my clients have supported me on the music aspect also, because I just come really humble and I make it about them when I'm doing a job. But then you know when it's my turn, they come and they support me on the project that I'm working on. So I have some really nice features. I have a feature with Wale, a feature with Rick Ross, a
Uh
feature
huh.
with Vado, a feature with French Montana and
Oh wow.
Jeremiah, and just continuously working on the project. I got a video coming this summer, 2016, and you guys will definitely see the clothing line.
Wow.
That's what we're
Big
working on.
stuff.
I'm
Big
super
stuff
excited
coming.
about that.
That's exciting. Big stuff. Um.
Yeah, it's a little. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So
Oh, most importantly, I just like to, I just want to be a contribution to the, to the hip hop culture, and just, people that are coming up that want to get into fashion and music, that, like,
Yeah.
um, no one thing could stop you from your dream. Like, my dream was to be a musician, and fashion, which I would have never known,
Uh
was
huh.
the avenue that got me to all my dreams. You know what I
Right.
mean? Some people, like, you think it's going to happen one way, and if you deter from that, you can really stop your blessings. So I
Yeah,
just
for
want to
sure.
offer that to people.
So, in regards to the fashion line, do you come up with the designs yourself, or you work with the team?
No, every last one of the designs I come with myself. I do have a couple of people that I do trust, and I check in with them,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes if I see something that I like that somebody else designed, I definitely bring them on. And I'm a person that likes to give people credit where credit is due. So there's two other people that work with me, and are adding to what I've already created, which I'm excited about.
Cool. So when can I get my Kism Couture tuxedo?
Ooh, you just let me know when, and I will send it right over. Send me your sizes.
Okay, oh, for sure, you got it. Um,
What up, Isaac? Tell me about yourself.
I'm doing good right